Thompson. Duncan, and it's good off the glass.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
Patty Mills last season had his best season ever. Really remade his body in the offseason, adding muscle, cutting down on his body fat. Already one of the quickest players in the league. He got even quicker.
San Antonio with the ball after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Mills passes to Day. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The Warriors, a team with big ambitions, from their plans for a new arena to a highly successful D-League team in Santa Cruz. This is a team on the rise.
And he's good on the second. And the Warriors not just looking to expand locally, but internationally as well. They're hoping to become the gateway team to China.
Yeah, much of the Bay Area's population and the Warriors fan base, most folks are of Asian descent. The Warriors unveiled a special Chinese New Year jersey, a nod to some of their fans here and abroad. Pretty smart marketing work by the Warriors.
So it's San Antonio now. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. To the left wing, releases. Misses off the left iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Now, a short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. The Warriors trail. Curry attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. And what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge. That, tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And here is Joseph after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Feeds to Joseph, jacks up a 3, and it's Spates with the rebound. And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
Now, here's Joseph. To the paint, here's Splitter. Goes up again. Here's Diaw. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally hit the button.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
It's tipped. Lee with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Maurice Spates. Nice ball move. By San Antonio. Here's Joseph. Lee with the block. They retain possession. Splitter, that's good. 8 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Curry. Gets it off. Oh, he knocks it in. A beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release. And some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Livingston in at the 1. Now here's Lee. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Into Green. Got a piece of it. Right side, Lee. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 2. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Timeout called the Warriors. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And Kevin, that was an outstanding win. To get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter, I think.
I agree, and I think most people probably thought that once they couldn't win it in regulation, that they had missed their best shot and overtime wasn't going to go their way. But give them credit for pulling it out.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Duncan, he's checked in for Diop. Matt Bonner comes in for Leonard. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Green. And it's Austin Day in for Corey Joseph. Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Even as the Spurs continue to grow older, it's really hard to write them off. It's incredible how long this team has been ruling the roost in the West and contending for championships.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, David Lee is one of the more skilled power forwards in the NBA. He credits his skill level in part to growing late. He said, I wasn't always the biggest guy growing up. I was actually a point guard my freshman year of high school. I played some wing and some at guard. Kevin, he kept those skills as he grew.
One of the best passing big men in the game, Doris. Thank you. The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Duncan. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Off his leg, and the ref saying he kicked him. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Well, they took care of business last year, and they swept the season series from them, as they should have, because they're the better team.
Going back to what Steve just said, this must have been one of their favorite opponents last year.
Well, they matched up well with almost anyone they played, but especially these guys. You know, I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business.
Barnes, he's checked in for...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Here's Day. It's blocked. Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Bellinelli gets a very good look and converts. Bellinelli's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second, and it's blocked. Here's Mills. He's covered by Thompson. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. The feed to Mills. Pass to Bonner. He dishes it to Day. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Second chance shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. San Antonio making a switch here. Splitters checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in. And it's blocked by Day. And here's Splitter. Kicks it to Bonner. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Golden State. Duncan dishes to Day. Curry brings the double. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's 2-on-1. And here we go. Bonner passes to Duncan. And it's good. Duncan's got 10 points.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. That's good.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The Spurs have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Dishes it to Duncan. He kicks it to Day. Curry brings the double. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Green with the rebound.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Curry kicks to Rush. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Rush has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Morris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Matt Bonner. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Joseph in for Day. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. Diaw dishes to Joseph. Outside Leonard. Pass to Diaw. Shot from 12. And the jumper falls for him. Diaw's got 6.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
From midcourt. Shot no good. So the clock runs out with the score.
Well, Tim, and look.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Matt Bonner is out there with Duncan, and it's Mills. Then there's Austin Day, and it's Splitter in at the 2-guard spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
The Warriors last season voted the most fun team to watch in the NBA. Easy to see why. Arguably the greatest shooting backcourt in NBA history, and a lot of great passers, too.
Mills passes to Day. Duncan trying to break loose. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Duncan's got the lead up to 4 now for San Antonio.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Curry kicks to Thompson. The drive by Iguodala.
Unbelievable.